Hello, and we're back with more Disco Elysium. This is the Daemon Forever. Continuing the playthrough. So far what has been happening? We found the dead body. We've been still trying to investigate that. We're trying to, I think, for the most part, figure more out about ourselves. Who we are, where we came from, where our home is, and also what we did prior to basically getting the start of the game, which is when we have an amnesia. And so we're trying to still figure all of that out. I did really like the empathy skill check we had last session. And you know what? I'm glad I chose empathy, but I think I didn't mention this last time. If I do go down that route, it's going to be hard to try and turn and be kind of a weirdo in the same playthrough, you know. But anyway, first things first, let's check the stream quality. I'm not usually doing things at this point or time in the day, and I don't know how the quality goes. I don't usually trust the internet, but at least for now things seem to be okay. I didn't actually check how the audio and of the game and my microphone, how that's being mixed in the last session, so we'll keep the same settings, and then next time maybe we will alter it if it needs altering. Let's continue. Ravachol is not Ravachol. Oh yeah, and so I got it wrong. Sylvie was not the person we met at the beginning of the game. The first person we met, that was Classier, I believe. Go in. Let's have a look around. Gift books and molten candy. Old sports magazines tucked away in the dark corner. That's the mum. Let's leave her for now. Ooh, interesting. We'll talk to her first before doing that. Tome of Fastest Magic. What? Okay. A quaint picture book brochure, very colourful.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
I feel like the storekeeper will just tell us whatever.
I would say The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Who or what is an innocence?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
Some.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and greatest.
Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings.
I do wish sometimes the like when it says she scoffs, there was more of a sound to it rather than just the dialogue. But oh yeah, I forgot her name was Plaisance as well. Plaisance.
Do her words seem vague and abstract to you?
Yes.
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
I have no money, so...
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism.
Oh yeah, and I think I was saying in the last session where it would be interesting if these sort of like natural skill checks, the ones that just happen through conversation or through whatever you're doing, the game didn't tell you whether it was a success or failure. So you don't know if you're being tricked or not by your thoughts.
Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz. by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What's it about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover.
Okay.
Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Okay.
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Oh, she has such an annoying voice.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Alright, let's look at them.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas a la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Squint first, can you see cities on the
You
islands?
can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas.
There's quite a few places if you can go to all of
Lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark.
them. Aw.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
Okay.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there.
Okay.
You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away.
I like that it's impossible skill check.
Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
What about Revachol?
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
In the west?
Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
Jamrock is where we're from, I think.
It's so
Or
small
where
you
our home
can't even
is.
see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Okay.
No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
Look at the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
Can I buy these?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Interesting.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
I could still, but you know what? Let's just buy it for 90.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Let's go. Let's quickly look at that. Is there a map here? Ah. Interact.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace a path through the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Yay. Where's my journal? Here? Map tab. There you go. This is what I wanted. Nice. That's why I spent the money. It was worth it. Ooh, there's a, what do you call those things? Ferris wheel. Wait. Where are we? We're at the Martinez waterfront. Yeah, okay. And we've not been to the shacks, to the church. Oh, that's on the other side of the river, yes. Can't really cross right now. Although there is still the place up where the mirror is and past the industrial such, where Measurehead is. Okay. Inspect the victim's body. Oh, okay. Anything else? Nothing new here. Who's Kuno? Oh, is that the stupid kid?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Nice.
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing
Okay.
worth buying.
Okay.
This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Let's find something truly otherworldly.
The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
What's the pale?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
What's this book about?
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale, also known as le territoire.
Okay.
For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venic or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pale.
From the near pale. Sounds painful.
It is supposedly invigorating and good for the circulation.
For treating, what was it? Oh, that's not for treating anything, that's just, okay. What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
And what does this do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
I should probably get my hands on that. Oh, how is that possible?
Is it any more improbable than anything else that human beings put their faith in?
Okay, what else is in there?
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pale, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour.
Okay.
These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions.
Okay.
This is exactly what you need.
Huh, anything else of note?
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
Let's figure what that is.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume long enough. If you'd like to continue reading, I must insist you buy it.
Damn. 420, okay. Got time.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Well, another boring book. Okay. Ooh.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Stocky, was all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Good one.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives.
This is true.
Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Of course.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
Wait, Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve the case.
Are there any more?
Yes.
Oh,
There's
wow.
also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Can I do this even? Yeah, let's go.
Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating just out of reach.
No worries. I'll be back. For more Dick Mullen. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot about this place. Let's go this first. Ooh, there's stuff in there. National Recipes of Ardor. Okay. Ah. So yeah, I realize you can highlight things now.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Tell me about the Muscleman books.
Oh, Man from Heimdall. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Sounds good. Which one should I start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Heimdallaman, the man from Heimdall. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Heimdallaman.
Rows and rows of Heimdallamen blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall.
Return to Heimdall.
And the solipsistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man.
Oh god, how many are there?
Maybe 100.
Man from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Heimdall and the false god. Man from Heimdall and the scorched earth. Man from Heimdall, the Heimdall colonies. Man from Heimdall and the swamp beast. Man from Heimdall and the snow crabs. Is that all?
Not even close.
Okay. Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from Heimdall and the forest of slaves. Man from Heimdall under the lake. Man from Heimdall. Heimdall burning. There's even the trial of death. What?
A pastoral combat game book set in the world of Heimdallaman, and so much more.
Interesting. Do any of the books call out to me? I'll do this later. 9. Okay, let's leave. What else have I not looked at yet?
A small mountain of colorful board
board
game
games.
boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Stocky?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends? Look at the lieutenant.
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Yes, kids, friends, chicks, I have all of this. I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family.
Okay.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
Suzerain. What's his name? Was it Rene told us about that? So what about these rural things?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
Let's look through it.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that really catches my eye?
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real.
Okay, things to keep in mind. Alright, let's actually talk to the woman.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel like that won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavour.
Ah, is that so?
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Shame. So, are you the owner?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
What if I want to buy a book?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you.
So what types of books do you
Everything
have?
is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the books.
Do you even know what books you have for sale?
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose. But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories.
Where do you learn about the important things then?
The truth is available if you just know where to look. And you have to open and free your mind to understand.
Okay. Alright, I'll look at them.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Your daughter is the one standing outside, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing
No,
her
she
job
was
like a
definitely
proper girl?
slacking off. Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Ooh, I feel like that might be a... Ooh. Yes?
Great. On
Okay.
a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
Ooh. This is a good one. But let's go with 10.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. Ooh. I'm trying to like be subtle about it, but I don't know if it will work. Let's go with 2 first.
As a young girl should be, with the proper attitude, she'll have a bright financial future.
But you're really making her anxious.
God, I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
Damn woman.
A part of hers, too. Clearly.
Ooh. I don't think she can do anything about it.
She can if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
Yeah, actually, super alright for kids to chew their hands off. Forget I said anything. Okay. I see what you are doing is wrong, even I know that, and usually I don't know anything. That is true, and obviously the will of the market. But maybe make an exception for your daughter? I like this one.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy.
Nice.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there.
It worked.
There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
It sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
Ooh, yeah, let's go with this.
Oh, well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband...
My husband is completely different, of course.
Is this husband Annette's father?
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Wait, Grand Couronne, what's that?
It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects.
You know what I was just thinking? What if, like, our house, wherever it is actually like this massive big home? That would be kind of funny.
Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure.
And your husband's also involved with the bookstore?
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Is she an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
Damn.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Why not?
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
She told me she doesn't go to school anymore.
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
Ah, damn.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing.
She smiles and nods.
Did her... Oh, she came in, yes. She's reading? Yeah. Actually, let's go here.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Damn.
Aside from poking at it, suspiciously. There is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Let's ignore it for now. I'm gonna talk to what's the name first, and then come back and open it.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win.
Aww.
Out of the rain and into the gutter.
What are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
I guess.
Oh, I found something while you were away.
What is it?
I thought this would fit you. Like,
Ooh.
thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Wait, where did you get it?
Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
It's the fedora?
Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
Okay, see you around. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Oh. Sorry, my controller. Oh, I didn't. Plus encyclopedia. Ooh, I like that. Can I take the shirt off? Because what this shirt gives me -1 conception. Sorry, suggestion. I'll leave it on for now. This grass blazer. Okay. We'll keep these off until we actually need to use stuff like that. Oh, I like the hat. Okay, let's do a quick save. New save. Let's do this.
The curtains, tattered with age and just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Why?
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
We're done if you decide to open them.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
What? Oh, sorry. This is about the curse. That's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
But I sense this place calling for me.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
I don't care.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Rip them apart.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you, you're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Right, where's my flashlight? I might need it. Yeah. Oh, wait, did I need it? Ooh. Maybe not. I like how there's, like, wards on a door. See what's in here. Okay, not much. Ghostly silhouette of hairdryers. Okay. A very androgynous portrait of a man. Okay.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Knock on door.
Only an echo. No one is there.
Let's do this. Let's try to break the door down. Oh crap. Okay.
Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Oh god. This really wasn't the best idea, was it?
Are you alright? This looked pretty intense and painful, I must admit.
What is going on there? Are you really trying to break down the back door? I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits, or you'll damage the holy wards on the door.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed, covered in dozens of little charms and trinkets.
I shouldn't have done that. I should have realized. I would have. Sometimes I forget that failing can actually have an impact. Let's shine a light on her, like an FBI agent questioning suspects. Or let's put that away. Do I have? How many skill points do I have? Just one. Okay. Let's wait until I get 2, and then I might put them into endurance. Why is endurance? I'm so annoyed that I knocked 1 point off endurance because of that. Surely by doing that you should get stronger, right? You've gone through something. Oops. Cool for unstoppable fighters, guys who don't die. Messages. Rhetoric. Okay. Esprit de corps. I spent I don't know, almost an hour, if you count talking to Annette yesterday, or in the last session. An hour just in the bookshop. Okay, where can I find a trash bag or carrier bag?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor
The
little
metal
viewer.
feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onok written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Kuno.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Paranatural, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Paracanasian Church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
That's Inland Empire? That seems weird.
Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Interesting. Wait. Oh wait, no.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Let's go.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible, a half-sunken sea fort, its concrete almost reconquered by nature.
Interesting.
It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
Anti-aircraft tower.
Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Alright, I like how you even have empathy towards just, like, objects. Hang in there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
Oh, there are ruins there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
I don't know. Yeah, sure. Kim. I don't know if he was being like funny though. What is? Lonely cormorants of Sea, indifferent to your approach. Shines like it was recently painted. I feel like I need to highlight things just in case I miss out anything. Alright, that was good down here. Okay. Okay, there's that. I can actually go in here. Wait, this is where the girl was, wasn't it?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Conceptualization, impossible 18. Why am I looking at this one? There's a white check. 18, so 6 is 12, so I need at least like 6. I can't do it. There we go. Ooh. Money. And magnesium. Garden hose. Will be of use until snow melts.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Ah. That one first. Ah, sometimes the game doesn't recognize. Another splattering of bullet holes. Okay. I don't know what that is. Measurehead and orange bomb head. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Weird. I want the one here. Barrels half full of rainwater. Okay. What about the thing at the top there? I can't get the one on top. Okay. Is that not for this side? It's for the other side, is it? I guess so. Is that this where Measurehead is? Is that the stairs we take to Measurehead? Maybe. Alright. Let's go talk to... I forget what her name is.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep? Pigs come to take me out? Trying to snuff me out?
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
I hate the kids.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
It's a very quiet voice. Too late, trouble's found you. No trouble from me. I just want to know what's going on.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, He keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you had a good view. Can you tell me what happened?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us,
I'm
where
not so
were you last Sunday?
I'm not so sure that's going to happen now. Or anytime soon, at least.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, what? No, I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look,
Oh, I thought he was going to say something.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez, good local name. Let's go with that.
Wait, that's it? I can't talk anymore? Okay. Damn. Wait, let's do
I'd
this
even
again.
go so far as to say,
We will remove...
oh. You already asked me.
Pretty sure I
No, not
didn't.
And when?
last week.
You didn't...
Kind
It
of
was my son.
friend.
He doesn't reply,
Okay, that's it.
gesturing.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This is a red check. I'm gonna do it.
This isn't
Nice.
a place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains.
Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
Okay.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
Okay.
It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Peace out.
He's gone.
I don't think we should run after him.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give
He
up.
could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
I mean, it could be Measurehead. It could be the guy, the strike breaker, leader.
He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
Oh,
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
okay. Let's see what we got. Wait, did I level up again? No. We got the feeling, twitch, reaction speed. What does it look like? Oh, okay. I'll take this. Oops. I'll take that. And smoke on the balcony. Find a way inside. Okay. Okay. So, what's the difference between white and black?
A stone, like any. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right
We'll
one?
just have to go in and see.
Maybe we can ask these kids. Alright, let's go in. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered. Okay. Money? Flip up glasses. Does that do anything? Reaction and rhetoric. Rhetoric. No, wait. No, that's that. Plus logic minus authority. Filthy hobo. Or boho. Probably a narcomaniac. I don't really care about either one, really. Filled with chemicals. Detergent. Oh, we can just go to the balcony. Okay, cool. I mean, he's not going to be here. Oh, Shirak. Shower. Come on, come on. Take money, money. Take Commodore Red. Magnesium. Bomb 12. Someone has drawn 5-pointed star on the wall. Money.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Getting money. I wouldn't be surprised if someone calls me out for taking all the money.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
What's that? Boogie Street 46.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
I am looking for Martinez, which is not his real name.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Ravachol.
Oops, you really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
How about at least now we can give a description, unlike with the pawn shop owner.
Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Yep.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
Okay.
What's he in trouble for?
He's going away for life. No, I just want to talk to him.
Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Questions about the apartments?
Ask away, policeman.
Is one of them on vacation?
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Who lives in 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I had someone walking inside.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're
Sure.
a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll see what I can do.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
And who lives behind the padlock door?
That one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Oh, I sure don't mean astronomy.
That's what I said. Astrology.
The lieutenant shakes his head as though to say, let it go. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it. She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
You. A note reads foreclosed. Oh wow. Just exposed to the elements. Oh. Oh, grocery list. Money, money. Balcony, exit. But I can also go to the balcony from here.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Look out, Kim!
I'll keep my armistice handy, detective.
He doesn't actually reach for his gun. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is it upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old, also some social democrats were already using it.
What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall.
Okay. I forget which...
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Wait, what? Two Norton. We got
No
Nortons.
reply.
So, what did I get? Ooh, drinks. Physique morale. Users left 3. Item, postcard, Boogie Street. This crumpled postcard depicts an open air market in Boogie Street 5 years ago. A vendor smiles as dead. Roosters line his stalls, hung by their feet from the canopy. Red blood flows onto the muddy street. Okay. Are we saving again? Can save over the last one.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn
Even?
number
Really?
on the board says number 11. The shackle snaps like a twig.
After you.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov. Honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
Why does he have a bust of
The
it?
White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Kim, he looks like me.
Hold on a second. Is this why you broke in here? To find out whether you're Krasmazov?
I'm not saying that I am. It's purely coincidental.
Sure it is.
Just humor me.
Well, you both do seem to share an affinity for sideburns, but it seems like old Kras here didn't drink nearly as much as you.
How do you know? The bus is probably just a romanticized depiction.
Very well. Let's look for identifying features then. Doesn't he have a birthmark right here? What about you?
I can't tell, I can't see my face.
Alright, but here's the big thing. Krasmazov looks Samaran, and you don't.
I'm part Samara myself.
Okay, you win. Be Krasmazov then. I don't care. Why are you so hell-bent on proving that you're Krasmazov anyway?
Because I'm a communard, because I believe a powerful nation state is the only way to protect the working class from subhumans, because actually he wanted stability and incremental progress, and so do I, because he was totally a gangster and a bank robber who went for all the cash in the world. That's me. I'm not sure, I just have a feeling but I trust my feelings. Yeah.
Alright, Kras, if you say so.
Ooh, can I change now? Oops. Clothes. Conceptualization, summer plans. What does my current jacket do? Okay. I don't do. Oh wait, wrong one. I'll leave that on for now, and I'll take this off. Can I shut the door? No?
You hear someone walking around inside. The walking stops abruptly, but you can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Wait, what?
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
This apartment is supposed to be empty.
Excuse me? Of course not.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect a break-in.
Oh, come on.
That was smart.
So what's up? Blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. Can I? Maybe not in front of her.
Satisfied?
Real
My
estate
name is
agent.
Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Inspect the passport.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control, written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside,
Nice
along with
haircut.
all her personal details.
Nice haircut.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Sounds like they knew how to have a good time.
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
Ooh. Is it the guy that died?
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
He died somehow.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it?
Who
I'm
lived
in
here?
a hurry.
Who lived here?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
Okay.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
The sum must have been puny. Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
My money has also disappeared.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
It couldn't have been that much.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million-real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, light,
Neighbors.
spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
So wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. Of course.
Oh, I thought there was money. Damn. Okay. Do I need to talk to the lady? Oh, I forgot there was something behind her. A firing squad for the rich. Ah, this is what he meant. This door. It's weird. And who lives here? Can I? Okay, so that's not an option. Okay.
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any counterculture people. It was just a real estate agent.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Let's go with one.
Oh, I do like wizards. And people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates.
She means clairvoyance.
So how does that affect? Did I get something new here? Clothes. Oh yes, the shoes. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. Affluent moneymaker man. What? These Per and Igasol shoes have no lacing but a strap and buckle. Due to their elegant and affluent design, they have been described as the most advanced dress shoe. Okay. And what am I wearing now? +1 composure, -1 self-affair. I get money, I think, if I use them. Smoke around the balcony. Yep. Oh, done. Rescue that. Okay. Map.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
You're right, beautiful things do make people happy.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather. deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra liberal.
Another one?
Wow, you work hard. Oh,
Do?
yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
I guess I do.
Oh yeah, like a horse, a workhorse, for hard work.
And what do I do?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
Okay.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Yeah, I ride.
A little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
You could say I took some money from that banana guy too.
You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in. You're a straight
I
rider.
guess I made some girl.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die.
Ride or die.
Are you rich?
Yes, quite.
Get out of here. You're a pauper.
Damn.
You work harder than anyone. Almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
The system is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
I don't know.
Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your
It's the
pocket,
parasite.
stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Really?
Every time you wipe your ass, they got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony, one tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here, total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
Upturn.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue.
Oh yeah, I forgot this. We still have this. I don't know what this does. I've not really had anything. I've not really acquired anything. Lonesome Long Way Home. Indirect modes of taxation. First, if you have a site, ideology, don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gossamer state is compatible with all creeds. Oh, -2 empathy. I don't want to know. I don't know if I want to take that. The suicide of Kras Mazov. Bad PR. There's something you can't get out of your head. Kras Mazov, the father of scientific communism, the premier of the Communist Party, and of Shes and Grad during the anti-centennial revolution, head of the 11-day, shot himself and died one day in his cabinet as things were collapsing around him. Just give up. That's not good propaganda, is it? Be a communist, shoot yourself in the mouth. Something about this irks you. Ah, okay, so now I think I understand what this is. So you have to go do these things as you walk around, so that, and then you'll get the solution, I think. Ah, so I should have like just added this. Let's add this, and let's add this. -1 rhetoric, that's fine, I think. and then I can unlock more so that the solution helps or something like that. Nice. I think that's how that works now. I think. Do I have? Oh, I have 2 skill points now. If I bump endurance up to 2 when I heal myself, thing is, I know if I go to sleep, I'll heal myself. So it depends whether I want to do that now or later. But if I bump endurance up to 4, and the thing is, where is it? Hanged Man. And this is, oh, are you serious? Oops. Can you not tell me what the level is? Damn. I'm pretty sure it was like 14, which means I need to roll a 10 and 4. It's still really high. Okay, so let me think. Well, let's go to the balcony, I guess. Okay. Oops. Ah.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
Sure.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
Seriously?
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Tomorrow at 9, really? Why not today at 9?
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we are here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.
Suddenly, he's a little worried about your memory. Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got this.
That wasn't what I was really asking, but okay.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
No, I want to do this thing, yeah. Whoever lives here isn't home. Voices from within sing along to some boy and dance track. Okay. Oh, is that it? I can't walk any further? I wonder how you get up there. Also, this feels like a different direction. Okay, that's from the other... from across the way, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, what's this? Take that. Someone's been sleeping here. Let's go outside. Detective mode.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Okay.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Let's start with your blood type and go from there.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Wait, what?
Listen to your partner, pig man. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
Okay.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
What are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
Wait, what? She nods disdainfully towards the woman performing maintenance on the boat dock near the pier.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That Ozon her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
Sounds good.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
That sounds like my role.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
So what are you doing on the wall?
Can't you tell?
Or to the wall?
I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So you don't know what's right.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here though. Just union cads. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Well, are you committed?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
Okay, I have an opinion.
Yeah?
I love public art.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
True.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Is that heavy fuel?
Red dyed
Oil?
heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Fumes are bad for you.
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
Is that bed in a cold room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
Really? You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens.
It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep. fortified herself against it.
Interesting. Cool. I have other questions.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
Catch you later.
Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Thanks. Above, tops flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust. Door is locked, you can't get in. Take all! Money, money, money! Okay. Where's the... I guess the only thing left to do is go out here and meet what's her name. Set apartments. Oh, that's just a roundabout. Something is here. Is that why I need the priors to open all these things? Okay. That's that. Okay. So I'm getting closer to here. Looks like there was more construction here once decades ago. I like how this is a like broken down city, if you will. Parking reserved for residents of Rue de Song Gislaine. Call. Alright. Let's have a conversation with this lady. Well, let's look at this first. Your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this stoop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. Let's have a conversation with this lady. Maybe we'll save first. And then we'll call it that after that.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Continue.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Joyce L. What does the L stand for?
Beaton, my maiden name.
What exactly is the RCM? I remember hearing it from somewhere.
I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia, the police.
Ah, what give us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Okay.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
Are we sure? Success, okay. Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
At least someone's talking about the murder.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual.
Hey, thanks for inviting us
But I
out.
can assure you of his ultimate competency.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
The Caillou. I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Ah, so she noticed Kim's car.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
Okay.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why?
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelechi, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about sleek fish?
What?
Because it's sleek.
I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you.
Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Okay.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Hey, you told us to be weird.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman,
Nice, nice.
assessing her.
Do you have a license for that?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
Tell me about the Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
Okay.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
Aha.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Who are the other ones?
Saint-Baptiste,
Oh.
LUM, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
You're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
She does not register the real meaning of the mark. How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
That's it? I thought it was supposed to be big time.
And to think, there are years when the group books losses in the billions. Wild Pines employs 72,000 people, all of whom have families that depend on their salaries. It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these millions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
It probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly.
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8%?
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Okay. What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade and Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus, I will slay it.
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
If you say so.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
Damn. Oh, the coalition government, okay. So they are in charge.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your role?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
Okay.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Tell us about this behemoth.
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organisation now.
How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
So what happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Okay.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Ooh. I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Okay.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
It's pretty funny.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assumed that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
The scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Okay. Tell me about this union boss.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard
Okay.
is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Okay, that's interesting. Twins?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Okay.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself outside of the
The
brothers?
Debardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Debardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debardeurs Union is...
Oh, I don't really know them well enough. So I prefer to not have an opinion right now.
Of course, officer.
Something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Some kind of extortion?
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need.
Of course. How else can I help?
What can you tell me about the lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh my god.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I recently suffered from a unusual medical episode? Yeah, I lost my badge.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I don't want to say after a heavy night of drinking. That sounds a bit bad. Let's just go with... yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
I could have eaten it for all I know.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
Neither do I.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Kim, you don't even really know that.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
What kind of arrangement?
I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort.
How do I negotiate my way out of this? Boom.
Feeling
Are you serious?
will guide the way.
Okay.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
You don't understand. It's not like a side case for me. This is my main thing.
Trust me, officer, I am fully committed to resolving this impasse. This isn't some side gig for me.
But you have so much else.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
This boat, for example, and a home somewhere, I only have this case.
Officer,
Oh, damn. don't remember anything. Except this lynching. There is only this coast and this lynching.
You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
Like what?
The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbour. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Okay.
rigorous self-critique.
Oh, thought complete.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry.
Harry.
Emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Damn. In and Psi red check failures heal +1 morale. Fizz and Mort red check failures heal +1 health. Landing cap for pain threshold raised to 6. Oh, cool. Okay. I like that. I can choose to forget. Oh wow, really? Why? Okay. I do like that though. Failures heal morale, heal health. So I can't, okay. Where am I? Okay. So this is, I can stop that, I can forget. Do I have to spend a skill point to forget? Damn. Hobocop, I saw Hobocop. Oh no, I can't. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. So I can't. Okay. Indo tribe. Then why do you feel like there was a 15th Indo tribe? Okay, that's weird. I mean, I guess I only need to spend 2 points on empathy. And it's only an hour and 45 minutes, and that's not too bad to do that. Okay, sorted. Now... Yes?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I thought it was going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Well, dude, I tried using the suggestion, like, skill check, and it was like 70% probability, and it still failed. Like, what do you want me to do? I don't know if that would have changed anything, though.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. but do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
You could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
I'm sorry. I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, detective.
Let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Ashamed?
Yes, you're too ashamed to ask this person for money. Too scared to belittle yourself in her eyes. Those half-precious stones of Odinel. Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Herd of billions. You know what, maybe I'll come back to this when the lieutenant isn't here as well. And I don't have these shoes on. Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isla into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Okay. And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Am I going to need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Oh no, not the racist one.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Why didn't you come to DRCM before?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Are the cops in on it too?
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wandered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
What proof do you have?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for
Precisely.
drugs?
Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching.
Might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
It's made up my mind.
Yes?
We'll take the case, probe the driver, see what yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Say it. Can I have some money? No, not right now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Alright, cool. That was that conversation done. Interesting. Let's look at the task. Smoker on the balcony. Have to come back at a different time. Joyce's info on the lynching. And then the jam mystery. And then I've done some as well. Find out. Report the badge missing. Oh, interview. Yep. Okay. End of day debrief as well. I need to do. That's at what time? After 10 on the balcony. We're not calling it a day. Okay. What's that? It should be almost time now, shouldn't it? It's 7:30. So we've still got some time. I've got 2 skill points. I've not decided what I wanted to do with it yet. I could bump more into empathy, but I'm getting good value out of empathy right now. So I'm wondering if I need to. Again, endurance is... the thing is, I don't want to burn... Can I undo level ups? Because it feels like I'm burning on endurance just for that one thing. I guess I can always just give one try. Give one try. True. I wonder why pain threshold has like 6 slots where endurance only has 2. Ah, I get an increase because of the thing, didn't I? The thought thing. Aye. Okay. I see. Still, 6 is quite a lot. So everything else has a max of 3 to add, I think. Why is my... Oh, bonus from items and thoughts, okay. Okay. I think I understand it better. But I've not decided what I want. We've got that to do. We've got this stuff to figure out at some point, and we've got more we can unlock as well, which is cool. Alright. Okay. So how many are there? Oh, that's quite a lot. Oh, that's quite a lot. Okay. Okay. But that will be it for me for this session. Let's do a quick save. Yeah, we can make a whole new save. Okay, that's it for me for this session. It's been good fun. Again, just running around Rebashal, understanding the backstory, the setting of the game, really, more than anything else. We've gotten some more hints about what to do with the story, talking to these different characters, like the negotiator just now. And from there we will go on to see what we can do. Whether we find our badge first or we talk to the lorry drivers. We still need to talk to Measurehead. Oh, I didn't actually talk to Measurehead. I went that was a whole thing with my thing and I didn't even talk to Measurehead. I need to like undo that. Yeah, okay, so... And I spent like almost an hour in the bookstore. Especially if you count the last session with it. And anyway, it's been good fun again, understanding all of that, getting more used to the system within the game, the skill checks and all that. And until next time, we'll delve deeper into the story of Rebashal and I guess overall in Disco Elysium. Thanks for watching and see you next time.